My very favorite Poem a Day poem from May of this year, of course. So it's Have Knowledge by Paisley Rectal. Anyway, so a little blurb about it, then I'll read it, then I'll talk about it. So this is from the Immigration Questionnaire given to Chinese entering or re-entering the U.S. during the Chinese Exclusion Act. Pretty intense. That's a pretty interesting story. Now here goes. Have you ridden in a streetcar? Can you describe the taste of bread? Where are the Joss houses located in the city? Do Jackson Street and DuPont run in a circle or a line? What is the fruit your mother ate before she bore you? How many notes a year do you receive from your father? Of which material is your ancestral hall now built? How many water buffalo does your uncle own? Do you love him? Do you hate her? What kind of birds sang at your parents' funeral? What are the birth dates for each of your cousins? Did your brother die from starvation, work, or murder? Do you know the price of tea here? Have you ever touched a stranger's face as he slept? Did it snow the year you first wintered in our desert? How much weight is a bucket and a hammer? Which store is opposite your grandmother's? Did you sleep with that man for money? Did you sleep with that man for love? Name the color and number of all your mother's dresses. Now your village's waters. What diseases of the heart do you carry? What country do you see when you think of your children? Does your sister ever write? In which direction does her front door face? How many steps did you take when you finally left her? How far did you walk before you looked back? Alright, so I think I did switch a few words around just because my stutter has been bad. So if you want the real version of this poem and not my messed up, sorry, that was loud. I think you heard that. But anyway, yeah, just go to the real version. So sorry about that. It's just I get nervous and I know I'm gonna stutter on a word and then I change the word or something. Anyway, sorry about that. But I think this poem is really interesting, and Have Knowledge is a very interesting title to go alongside it. I think it's so interesting how it's random and it's about life, and it's just all of these everyday things that you might not think about, and there's a lot of symbolism in this poem. And I think of this poem, I read this poem, and I try to read it correctly in my head, but even though I did screw up in some parts, what felt like a lot of parts, I think it's interesting to change the words around and relate them to yourself in your life. So I guess it wasn't too bad of a mistake. But anyway, just back to the poem. I think it's a very interesting concept, just the questions asked, and I don't know how close it is to the questionnaire because some of these questions seem very unique and random and bizarre even. And I really like these questions. They're thought-provoking, and again, the symbolism I find very interesting. And I think it just makes me more curious about life, wanting to know more and learn more and find more. Just find out more about life and just seeing the glass half full and just being thoughtful and inquisitive as well. And before this rant gets any longer and before I get any weirder, I'm just gonna end it here. So, have knowledge. Look for it, gain it, find it, share it. Very interesting. Anyway,